This was my first day at this old, run-down kind of video game store that, for my knowledge, has been open since, forever, about 1973. Anyways, this store was filled with lots of games, more old than new. The newest, update they've had at the place has been these weird 2000s zombie shooter games or 2000s race car games. This video game store was made for retro games, or before it was just the regular games, but now they haven't really added anything new, which I find kind of odd. But I wasn't paid to think anything about this store. I was just paid to work here. Anyways, I was assigned by my manager with the night shift for this place, just to make sure nothing happens, no robberies. Don't know why they didn't just set up some security cameras, or they said that they have one in their room, but I don't think I have that much authority to go in there. Anyways, I watched as the last skee-ball players, race car players, whatever video game they were playing, pack up and start to leave the restaurant / video game area. My first night was strange, to say the least. I was doing my cleaning duties and other stuff that they told me was mandatory, and I noticed something odd. There was a jitter in the kitchen, pans and pots getting knocked over, but when I went to go look in there, there wasn't anything too out of the ordinary. That is until I checked the fridge, and there was an egg, two hot dogs. I didn't know what this all meant at the time, but I would find out very soon. And then when I opened the bottom, I saw a pickle. It was all really strange, but I brushed it off. I thought, why would they ever have such a random assortment of food? Wouldn't they have something else? But I didn't think much of it. Later that night, I was doing some more stuff. That is, until there was something looking at me through the window. But I soon realized that was just the reflection. Nothing was outside. Something was inside. I looked behind me, but when I did, there was nothing there. And then, strangely, out of the back of the kitchen, there was a small chef-looked-like man who came running at me. He was frightened, I could tell. So I asked him, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "They're looking for me. They're looking for me. They'll look for you too. They want to do something to all of us that are in this store. We need to run." And then he ran away. Quickly, believing the guy and being too freaked out to not, I hid under a table that was for the guests. What I saw was so disturbing. The little man had run away, but 2 hot dogs, an egg, and a pickle came out. They were disfigured, but alive. They were looking everywhere. I think I knew exactly what he meant by run when I saw them. They quickly found the little man. They shook him, and he was screaming in pain until his eyes turned black and he fell to the ground. they had clearly done something to him. To this day, I don't know what, but they never saw me. I got out of there and continued on with my life, but I don't know if I'll ever be the same after that. But I do remember something they said when they were shaking him. Game over, game over, game over.